She just run a coach out of town, and is she running a player out of town? Their best shooter out of town? Because
The Chicago Sky have been experiencing a significant downturn marked by internal turmoil and poor performance on the court. This decline is not merely a case of bad basketball, but a comprehensive implosion characterized by locker room drama, questionable leadership, and players openly contemplating leaving the team. The situation reached a critical point with recent developments involving key players and coaching staff, signaling that the Sky have hit rock bottom. Angel Reese has become a central figure in the team's struggles. Her actions have reportedly fractured the locker room, with whispers of favoritism and increasing tensions among players. Reese, once seen as a promising talent and the face of the franchise, is now viewed as a source of division. Her behavior has led to resentment among teammates who feel that she receives preferential treatment, such as extended minutes and limited accountability for mistakes. This perception has eroded team chemistry, making it difficult for the Sky to maintain a cohesive unit. Chennedy Carter, the team's leading scorer with an average of 7.5 points per game last season, has also expressed her dissatisfaction with the current state of the team. Carter recently took to social media to ask fans which WNBA team she should join next season, signaling her desire to leave Chicago. Her public display of frustration underscores the deep-seated issues within the organization. Carter's comments were not just a personal grievance, but a reflection of the broader dysfunction plaguing the Sky. Her potential departure could further destabilize the team, leaving them without one of their key offensive players. Marina Mabrey, another significant player, has already left the team, citing concerns about the team's culture as a reason for her departure. Mabrey's exit highlights the ongoing issues with team dynamics and leadership. The trade of Mabrey during the season further exposed the chaotic environment within the Sky, raising questions about the management's decision-making processes and priorities. The team's struggles are compounded by the tumultuous tenure of Teresa Weatherspoon as head coach. Hired with high expectations due to her illustrious playing career, Weatherspoon's time with the Sky was short-lived and fraught with challenges. Her leadership style failed to unite the team, exacerbating existing tensions and leading to communication breakdowns and unclear strategies. Reports from within the locker room indicate that favoritism was rampant, with certain players like Reese receiving more attention and resources at the expense of others. This approach alienated many team members and hindered the development of a cohesive team strategy. Under Weatherspoon's leadership, the Sky's performance suffered dramatically. The team ended the season with a dismal 13-27 record, 5 games worse than the previous season. This poor performance was a clear indicator of the underlying issues within the organization. The decision to fire Weatherspoon was inevitable, but her impact continues to linger, leaving the Sky to pick up the pieces of a fractured team. New head coach Tyler Marsh has taken over with the task of rebuilding the team. However, his approach has been met with skepticism, particularly regarding the future of Chennedy Carter. During a press conference, Marsh acknowledged Carter's contributions but remained vague about her future with the team. This lack of clarity has raised concerns about the organization's commitment to retaining its star player. Marsh's focus has so far been on players currently under contract, leaving Carter's future uncertain and signaling potential instability within the team's core. The Sky's problems are not limited to player departures and coaching changes. The team's culture has been described as toxic, with favoritism and drama overshadowing collaboration and trust. This environment has made it difficult for players to thrive and for the team to perform consistently. The fallout from Weatherspoon's tenure has created a lingering atmosphere of distrust and dissatisfaction, making it challenging for the new coaching staff to implement positive changes. Angel Reese's controversial behavior has further complicated the team's efforts to rebuild. Her public statements and actions have often been divisive, drawing criticism from fans and analysts alike. Reese's tendency to prioritize personal achievements over team success has been a significant hurdle for the Sky. Incidents such as her excessive foul on Caitlin Clark and her subsequent defensive comments have painted her as unaccountable and resistant to constructive feedback. These actions have not only damaged her reputation but also contributed to the team's overall dysfunction. Kennedy Carter's decision to express her desire to leave the Sky publicly has added another layer of complexity to the team's situation. Her statements indicate a deep frustration with the current state of the organization, suggesting that she sees no future for herself within the franchise. This sentiment is echoed by other players who have left or are considering leaving, highlighting a pervasive sense of disillusionment with the team's direction and leadership. In contrast, the Indiana Fever are experiencing a resurgence marked by discipline, transparency, and teamwork. Led by President Kelly Krakoff, General Manager Amber Cox, and Head Coach Stephanie White, the Fever have cultivated an environment where players feel empowered and accountable. This positive culture has translated into on-court success, making the Fever a model for what the Sky should strive to emulate. The team's balanced approach, where individual brilliance is valued alongside team cohesion, has attracted talented players and positioned the Fever as a rising force in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark has been a pivotal player for the Fever, bringing not only her exceptional skills, but also a positive attitude and leadership that elevates her teammates. Clark's ability to maintain confidence and support her teammates has been instrumental in creating a unified and effective team dynamic. The Fever's commitment to building a sustainable culture based on trust and collaboration stands in stark contrast to the chaos within the Sky, offering a clear blueprint for success. The comparison between the Sky and the Fever highlights the critical importance of leadership and team culture in achieving sustained success. While the Sky grapple with internal conflicts and poor management decisions, the Fever demonstrate how a cohesive and supportive environment can drive a team forward. The Sky's future hinges on their ability to address these fundamental issues, rebuild trust among players, and establish a clear, unified vision under new leadership. The path to recovery for the Sky involves more than just strategic roster changes. It requires a comprehensive overhaul of the team's culture and leadership approach. Tyler Marsh faces the daunting task of uniting a fractured locker room, fostering accountability, and restoring the team's competitive edge. Whether he can successfully navigate these challenges will determine the Sky's ability to rise from their current predicament. Ultimately, the Chicago Sky's decline serves as a cautionary tale about the detrimental effects of poor leadership and a toxic team environment. Their struggles underscore the necessity of prioritizing team cohesion, transparent communication, and equitable treatment of all players. Without addressing these core issues, the Sky risk continuing their downward spiral, potentially facing prolonged periods of instability and underperformance. In contrast, the Indiana Fever's success underscores the benefits of a well-managed and harmonious team culture. Their focus on discipline, transparency, and teamwork has not only led to improved performance, but also created an attractive environment for current and prospective players. The Fever's approach demonstrates that sustainable success in the WNBA is achievable through intentional decisions and a commitment to fostering a positive and inclusive team atmosphere. As the WNBA continues to grow and evolve, the contrasting fortunes of the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever will likely influence how other teams approach team building and management. The Sky's challenges highlight the critical need for effective leadership and a supportive culture, while the Fever's achievements showcase the rewards of fostering an environment where every player can thrive. The future of the Chicago Sky remains uncertain. If the organization can effectively address the deep-rooted issues within the team, rebuild trust among players, and establish a clear and positive culture, there is hope for a turnaround. However, if these problems persist, the Sky may continue to struggle, unable to harness the full potential of their roster and consistently compete at a high level. In conclusion, the Chicago Sky's current turmoil serves as a stark reminder of the importance of leadership, culture, and player relations in professional sports. Their decline, marked by internal conflict and poor performance, contrasts sharply with the Indiana Fever's rise, driven by a disciplined and supportive environment. The Sky's ability to navigate these challenges and rebuild their team culture will be crucial in determining their future success. Meanwhile, the Fever's example offers a clear roadmap for other teams aiming to achieve sustained excellence through effective management and a cohesive team dynamic.